From doubt to destiny, powerful 6-part God message for you now. My beloved child, fear not. For I am with thee, be not dismayed. For I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea. I will help thee, yea. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Thus saith the Lord unto thee this day, my will shall be done. And no force in heaven nor on earth shall hinder that which I have purposed concerning thee. Rest your weary soul. For thou art mine. And I have loved thee with an everlasting love, therefore with loving kindness have I drawn thee, my dear child. Thou art not walking by chance. Nor is thy life a matter of luck or happenstance. It is I, the Lord thy God, who hath ordained thy steps. Even before thou wast formed in thy mother's womb, I knew thee. I appointed thee for such a time as this. Nothing hath escaped my sight, and nothing shall befall thee without my divine counsel. Behold, I go before thee, I am behind thee, and my hand is upon thee. If the world be against thee, I, the Lord thy God, shall be for thee, and none shall prevail. When thou risest in the morning, rise with faith in thy heart. Set thine eyes upon me and do not fear what lies ahead. For I, the Lord, am thy shepherd, and thou shalt not want. I will make thee to lie down in green pastures. I will lead thee beside the still waters. I will restore thy soul. Even though thou walkest through the valley of the shadow of death, thou shalt fear no evil. For I am with thee. My rod and my staff, they shall comfort thee. Do not be afraid to come unto me with thy petitions. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. Ask, and it shall be given thee. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto thee. For I delight to give good gifts unto my children. I am not a distant God, nor an angry king, nay. I am thy Father who rejoiceth over thee with singing. I know thy needs, and I know thy heart. Come boldly before my throne of grace. For it is my desire to bless thee and provide all that thou needest to live, to give, and to serve. If thou art weary, come unto me. If thy heart is heavy, cast thy burden upon me, and I will sustain thee. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I will hide thee beneath the shadow of my wings, and thou shalt find refuge for thy soul. For the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and is safe. My arms are open, and my heart is near. Cry if thou must, I will bottle thy tears. I will not turn away from the broken-hearted, nor will I forsake the contrite in spirit. Beloved, all that I do for thee flows from love, pure, holy, unfailing love. I gave mine only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. My love is not fickle nor fleeting. It endureth through every storm, through every failure, and every fear. I do not love thee because thou art perfect, I love thee because thou art mine. And I shall complete the work I have begun in thee. Abide in me, my child. Let not thy heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Trust in me with all thy heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge me, and I shall direct thy paths. My plans for thee are peace, not evil, to give thee hope and a future. This is my promise, sealed by my word, and confirmed by my spirit. Be still, and know that I am God. My beloved child, hearken unto my voice this day. For I desire not only thy love, but also thy obedience, thy trust, and thy faith. For it is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. When thou awakest in the morning, let thy first breath be for me. Before thou settest thy feet upon the ground, incline thine ear unto me, and I will speak peace to thy soul. Thou sayest in thine heart, I am weary of trials, I am pressed on every side. But I say unto thee, Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goest. My child, I know the heaviness thou bearest. I see when thou art silent and discouraged, when thy thoughts weigh upon thee like thick clouds. Yet I call thee to be still, and to listen. For my word shall enter thy soul like the early morning dew, and shall bring healing to thy spirit. Do not rush away from my presence. Sit with me. Linger. Do not let the noise of this world rob thee of the treasures I have for thee. I speak in the quiet moments, in the stillness of dawn, and in the gentle nudging of thy heart. Canst thou hear me, beloved? I knock at the door of thy soul, not with wrath but with grace. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Let not the distractions of this life lead thy heart astray. The tests and delays thou facest, they are not signs of abandonment but opportunities for obedience. When I withhold, it is not because I forget. When I delay, it is not because I ignore. It is so that I may prepare thy spirit to receive what is eternal. The world rewards speed, but I reward faithfulness. The world teaches haste, but I teach trust. Thy patience is precious to me. As gold is refined by fire, so too is thy faith tested in seasons of silence. Blessed is the one who, having not seen, yet hath believed. For I delight in those who treasure my word, who hide it in their hearts, and walk by it as a lamp unto their feet and a light unto their path. Do not merely hear my word, live it. Let it change thee. Let it cleanse thy thoughts, govern thy speech, and guide thy every step. Be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For what use is a seed, if it is never sown? And what use is light, if it be hidden under a bushel? Come unto me with reverence, not routine. Do not read my word like a scroll to be finished, but as a letter from the Father to his child. Each sentence I have written with intention. Every commandment is not to burden thee but to preserve thee. My laws are not chains, they are shields. My statutes are not prisons, they are paths to freedom. Let thy heart not grow dull with routine, nor thy ears deaf with apathy. This day, choose to receive my word anew. I stand ready to write my truth upon the tablet of thy heart. Will you let me? My spirit will help thee remember, and my grace will empower thee to walk rightly. And when thou obeyest, when thou keepest my word not out of fear but out of love, then shalt thou see rivers in the desert, and highways in the wilderness. For to those who honor my word, I open the windows of heaven, and pour out blessings that there shall not be room enough to receive. Remain faithful, my child. Trust in my timing. Treasure my voice. Obey my word, and watch as I make all things new. My beloved child, behold, I do a new thing, now it shall spring forth, shalt thou not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness, and rivers in the desert. The time of sorrow shall pass, and I shall usher thee into a new season. A season not of striving, but of overflowing blessing and divine peace. My beloved child, thou hast tarried in the night, but lo, joy cometh in the morning. I have seen thy tears, counted each one, and now I come to wipe them from thine eyes. I have not forgotten thee. Every prayer whispered in the silence, every sigh lifted from a weary heart, I have heard them all. Before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Now is the time I prepare thee for that which thou could not yet bear. For what I give is not only good, it is holy, lasting, and born of my will. The blessings I bestow are not rushed, but ripened. Thou askest for fruit, yet forget the time it takes a tree to grow. First the root, then the stalk, then the grain, then the full ear. So is it with the favor I am about to pour out upon thee. My child, if I had given thee too soon what I have prepared for thee now, it would have become a burden rather than a blessing. But now thy heart is ready, and thy hands shall receive. Lift up thine eyes and see, I open the windows of heaven. The rains are coming, not to flood, but to fill. Fill thy home with peace. Fill thy soul with joy. Fill thy days with meaning and thy nights with rest. I will satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not. Do not fear the newness of this season. The change thou beholdest is by my hand. I remove the old to make room for the new. Just as the farmer clears the field and turns the soil, so have I stirred the ground of thy life. The former things are passed away, behold, all things are become new. I shall plant seeds of promise in thee, and in due season thou shalt reap, if thou faint not. Many around thee shall wonder and ask, what hath the Lord done for this one? And they shall see that my hand is upon thee, not for thy glory, but for mine. For I take delight in exalting the humble and lifting the broken-hearted. I choose the meek to inherit the earth, and I call those in the shadows to step into the light. My favor shall be a covering over thee, and my spirit shall go before thee like a consuming fire. But listen closely, dear one, do not forget me in the blessing. For many seek my hand, but few seek my face. I desire not only to give thee good gifts, but to walk with thee in the garden of thy life. Talk with me daily. Invite me into thy victories, as thou hast into thy sorrows. Sing to me in times of gladness, and thou shalt find that joy multiplies. This new season shall require new strength, but I shall provide. New wisdom, but I shall give liberally. New love, but I shall pour it into thy heart by my Spirit. Fear not the open door, for I have unlocked it myself. Walk boldly, and thou shalt see that what I have begun, I will also complete. My beloved, prepare your heart. The season of barrenness is over. The dew is falling. The buds are blooming. The harvest is near. My beloved child, come now, and let us reason together. Though thy sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. I do not condemn thee, I call thee. I do not shame thee, I restore thee. But thou must let go of what is broken, what is binding, and what no longer carries my life. The time has come to cast off the old man with his deeds, the thoughts, the habits, the voices that keep thee chained in guilt, fear, and sorrow. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I am not calling thee to improve a toxic path, I am calling thee to leave it. I am not asking thee to patch a cracked foundation, I am laying a new one. For no man putteth new wine into old bottles. Thou hast walked long enough in the shadow of compromise, tolerating what poisons thy peace. My child, thou wert not created for shameful love, for half-truths, or for chains disguised as comfort. I have set before thee life and death, blessing and cursing, therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. Walk away from the things that drain thy joy. I will not ask thee to release what I do not intend to replace with something better. There are people I am removing from thy life, not because I am cruel, but because I am kind. Thou thinkest they care, but I see their hearts. Some are not sent to heal thee but to hinder thee. Some call themselves friends, but they rejoice not in truth. I have watched them smile while planting seeds of doubt in thy soul. I have seen their hands wrapped in kindness, but hiding control. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath light with darkness? It is not my will that thou shouldst remain in bonds for the sake of familiarity. I am the Lord thy God, which bringeth thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. I do not ask thee to carry the weights of others that were never thine to bear. Let go, and let me be thy strength. Let go, and I will surround thee with those who love purely, without manipulation, without deceit. I will sanctify thy space. I will guard thy gates. I will teach thee to discern the difference between what feels good and what is good. Thou shalt no longer crave what kills thy spirit. Thou shalt no longer excuse what I have clearly shown thee to be harmful. I will open thine eyes, and thou shalt see. I will give thee wisdom, and thou shalt rise. Be not afraid of solitude, it is where I meet thee face to face. Even if father and mother forsake thee, I, the Lord, will take thee up. I will walk with thee in the wilderness until thou learnest again to love what is holy, and to despise the counterfeit. Thou art not alone, I am with thee always, even unto the end of the world. Thou needest not cling to broken cisterns that hold no water. I am the fountain of living waters. I will quench thy thirst for love, for meaning, for companionship. Thou shalt not depend on any man or woman to validate thy worth. For I have called thee mine. I will show thee how to rest in my approval, walk in my peace, and stand in my power. And when the day comes that the enemy tries to lead back, remind him, I am no longer a slave. I am a child of the King. Be courageous, beloved. Turn thy face toward the light. Leave behind the shadows. For he whom the sun sets free is free indeed. My beloved child, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. I, the Lord thy God, am not bound by haste nor by the impatience of man. My promises are sure, but they blossom in their appointed time. Be not weary in well-doing, for in due season thou shalt reap. If thou faint not, thou hast asked, when? Lord, how long shall I wait? And I have seen thy tears in the midnight hour. I have heard thy silent cries in the stillness. Yet I say unto thee, trust in me with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge me, and I shall direct thy paths. I am not slow to keep my promises, as some count slowness. I am perfect in timing, faithful in process, and sovereign in outcome. Consider the child in the womb, 9 months of unseen growth, of quiet forming in secret places. No one celebrates the planting, yet all rejoice at the harvest. So it is with thy life, dear one. First I sow, then I shape. First I prepare the soil, then I command the fruit to come forth. Many desire my miracles, but few are willing to walk the path of my preparation. But thou hast remained, even when it was hard. And because thou hast remained, thou shalt see what I have promised. Let patience have her perfect work, that thou mayest be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Do not despise the days of small beginnings, for I use them to grow greatness. A mighty oak begins as a seed. A harvest of joy is birthed through tears of endurance. And thou, beloved, art not forgotten in the waiting. You are being formed in the fire of my purpose. My word shall not return void. That which I have spoken over thy life shall come to pass. Not one jot nor tittle shall fall to the ground. But I require of thee faithfulness in the waiting. Stay near to me. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run, and not be weary. They shall walk, and not faint. Let not delay discourage thee, for delay is not denial. Let not the silence of this season cause thee to doubt my voice. For even when I am quiet, I am working. Even when thou canst not see me, I surround thee. Even when all seems still, I am preparing rain from heaven. The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Thy transformation shall not be sudden, but it shall be complete. I am not merely shifting thy situation, I am changing thee. And when the door opens, thou shalt be ready to walk through it in wisdom, not fear, in strength, not doubt. So hold fast the confession of thy faith without wavering. Fix thine eyes on the horizon. Keep walking, even when the road winds and the sky darkens. I am the light before thee, the strength within thee, the shield around thee. I will finish what I have started. Thy change is nearer than thou thinkest. I will bring thee from the back of the line to the front, from overlooked to chosen, from empty to overflowing. The world shall not understand it, but heaven shall rejoice. For I take pleasure in raising the humble and honoring the faithful. Wait, my child, not with anxiety, but with assurance, not with doubt, but with delight. For they that wait upon me shall see wonders. The season of fulfillment is coming. Keep watching, keep trusting, keep pressing forward. And when the appointed time has come, thou shalt say, it was worth the wait. My beloved child, why dost thou linger at the edge of belief? Why doth thy heart tremble between trust and fear? Come closer, my child, for I am not far off. I am near to the broken-hearted, and I bind up the wounds of those who doubt. A bruised reed shall I not break, and the smoking flax shall I not quench. Even in thy hesitation, I see hope. Even in thy weakness, I see worth. I do not despise thee for thy questions. I do not cast thee out for thy delay. My arms are still open wide, stretched forth as they were upon the cross, waiting to gather thee in. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. Doubt is not thy enemy when it leads thee to seek me. Questions are not sin when they drive thee to my word. But delay becomes danger when it keeps thee from stepping into what I have prepared. O ye of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? Step out of the boat. Fix thine eyes upon me, not upon the waves. For I, the Lord thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Thou hast heard of my love, but hast yet to taste and see that the Lord is good. The door is open, but thou lingerest in the threshold, wondering if I truly mean what I have said. Hear me now, I am not a man, that I should lie, neither the Son of Man, that I should repent. Have I said it, and shall I not do it? Have I spoken, and shall I not make it good? My child, I have not called thee to earn my love, I have given it freely. Thou needest not clean thyself to come to me. Come, and I shall cleanse thee. Come, and I shall teach thee to walk in my ways. Though thy sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. A heart that turns toward me is all I require. Let not the opinions of men sway thee. Let not past failures define thee. For behold, I make all things new. Thy past does not disqualify thee, it is the very soil where I shall plant redemption. The enemy would whisper, Thou art not worthy. But I say, Thou art mine. The enemy would remind thee of every fall, but I remember them no more. As far as the east is from the west, so far have I removed thy transgressions. Say not, It is too late. Say not, I have gone too far, for my grace aboundeth more. Say not, I have nothing to offer, for I take the little and make it much. I chose the weak things of the world to confound the mighty. If thou hast but faith as a grain of mustard seed, thou canst say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and it shall be done. Do not delay, my beloved. Today, if ye will hear my voice, harden not your heart. This is the hour of invitation. This is the moment of mercy. Come just as thou art, and I will receive thee. Trust me not with part of thy heart, but with all. Cast thy cares upon me, for I care for thee. And if thou wouldst dare to believe, if thou wouldst say, Lord, I believe, help thou mine unbelief, I shall meet thee there. I will carry thee where thy feet tremble. I will calm the storm that rages in thy mind. I will seal thy heart with peace that passeth understanding. Thou art not forsaken. Thou art not forgotten. Thou art called. Rise and follow me. I will lead thee home.